And I'm going through movies and everything that I've seen, and yeah, nothing is.
And it kind of
hasn't been here. No, it hasn't.
No, and it goes back to what we were saying earlier, is that recently it's been hard to find a good horror movie, whether it's slasher, paranormal, possession, you name it. I mean, I got all hyped up to see The Gallows. I don't know if you ladies have seen that. And
don't remind me.
I was disappointed.
Oh my gosh, that movie. Horrible.
I figured it out before they figured it out. What it was, and I was like all excited to see it, and I was just like, are you kidding me?
Yeah.
That
movie was very typical.
It was, and that's why it kind of irked me. Excuse me. Another movie that I don't know if you ladies have seen, and it's a good movie, I think. And let me double check the year. Okay, it came out in 2014, so it doesn't consider this year. Have you seen the movie Unfriended?
No, I know about it though.
Okay.
It's the Laura Barnes movie.
Say that one more time.
That's the Laura Barnes movie, like the girl who killed herself?
Yes.
Okay, yeah. I know what you're talking
about. Okay. Now, that, like I said, that came out in 2014, and I will tell you this right now. I was very impressed with this movie for the simple fact, yes, it was a teenager paranormal kind of movie, but it was modern. There was, some graphic to it, but it was phenomenal. To me, it was a good teenage, teeny bopper kind of thing, you know what I mean, movie. Because it was, modern on what we go through right now. Everybody's, tech guru, and I can't, it's kind of hard to explain without giving it away, but I strongly suggest, to try to give that a try, to give it a try, because of, like I said, it's modern. A lot of teenagers, my kids, example, are always on the Chromebook or the laptop, electronically, being on there, and it takes it to a whole new level. So yeah, I think that's a good movie to see. What do you suggest, Des? What kind of movie would you suggest for the listeners to see, or for us?
You know what? It's the last movie that I actually genuinely enjoyed, and it's so old at this point, was The Conjuring. And that's not a slasher flick. That's not anything like that. It's not gore. It's not blood. It's just straight up scares. And that's what I love the most. I just like really being frightened more so than the gore. Like, I'm into the gore and the slasher flicks and all that, but that is the movie in more recent years that I've been impressed with. So if you haven't seen it, that would be the one I definitely would say go see.
That's a very, very good egg. Have you seen the second one?
I haven't. I saw Annabelle, and I was so disappointed, and it really just made me angry because I didn't like it. I think you said you liked Annabelle. I didn't like Annabelle at all.
I liked it because it scared the crap out of my 12-year-old. That was the best part of the whole movie.
Two parts. There were two scenes in Annabelle that were scary, and the rest of it was garbage.
Hey, but I agree. The Conjuring, very good movie, and you need to see the second one, Des. You will like the second one. Trust me, you'll like that one. What about you, Nikki? What movie? Okay. Yeah, you better mark down your list, highlight it, put glitter, sparkles all over it. But Nikki, what do you suggest?
Well, as far as the suggestion of anything I've seen, I'm not giving one stuff I want to see. I'm going to say the new Ouija, and there's a new Leatherface movie.
Oh, yeah. I forgot about the new Leatherface.
Yeah, so... Sure enough, it's already filmed and everything. Oh, wow, I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's supposed to be out before the end of the year. I'm actually looking for a release date.
That might be interesting.
It's about the teenage Leatherface.
Okay, so it's still just a continuation, or it's a prequel then?
Yes.
Okay, but it's still part of that whole Texas Chainsaw has to be one of the longest running horror franchises. I would think there's been so many of those movies. Almost.
Oh, that's a good question. Because I know
it's either that or Jason. One of those got to be, because both of those have had so many movies in the franchise.
Let me look that up because that is such a good question. What is the longest running horror movie series?
That would have been a good trivia question. I shouldn't have said it. Unless somebody in the chat knows.
Is that one of the trivia questions, Nikki?
No, it wasn't.
Okay. The longest running horror franchise. Let's see what IMDb says. That is such a good question, Des. Now, if my computer would stop being a butthead. There's a number one. Number one is Witchcraft. This is on IMDb. Number one is Witchcraft. Number two.
I have no idea what that is.
I don't think that's giving you, like, stuff. Hang on, Brooke.
Are you looking at Jason Voorhees? Well, because it said longest running. I typed in longest running horror franchise, and why is my phone going off? It has Witchcraft number one, Night of the Living Dead number two, Friday 13th, Halloween, Puppet Master, The Amityville Horror, Nightmare on Elm Street, Children of the Corn, Hellraiser, The Howling, Ju-On, The Curse, Saw, The Texas Chainsaw Massacre, Alien. I mean, and now it's just kind of getting...
Yeah, Witchcraft that I've never heard of went from 88 to 2008. Whoa. But I think it was a show. I don't think it was a movie.
No, it was a movie. It was a movie. I do remember that.
It's direct-to-video horror.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
13 installments. Direct-to-video horror.
And when we say longest running, is it going by how many movies are in the franchise, or how many years have they been making movies?
It's going by how many movies.
Okay, how many movies? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm surprised.
Des?
Hello?
Did we lose you?
She's here.
Okay.
No, she's there.
Okay.
You can hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay.
But yeah, that's what it looks like. It was going by how many movies. But that's different. Hey, we learn something new every day.
Yeah. Witchcraft. Now I have to look that up.
Oh yeah, I remember. I never watched Witchcraft, but I do remember it. There was so many of them. I remember that too. And yeah, there's I don't know how many there was. I'll have to look that up. But yeah, I remember Witchcraft. I never see it, but but anyways, is there anything else you ladies want to talk about before we wrap this up?
No, I've had so much fun with you ladies tonight, being on the Scream Theater. Thank you so much for having me on. I really do appreciate it.
Well, thank you for joining us. I had a ball. Way to mellow out after trick-or-treating with the kids. I love it.
I didn't have any candy today. This has been a failure of Halloween. I need to get some candy in my system.
Oh, there you go. Go out trick-or-treating. There you go. Pretend you're a kitty cat or something.
So they're going to end up at the grocery store buying their own candy.
Hey, the best time to go for candy is the day after because everything is marked down.
Okay, man, 75% off. There you go.
But is there anything you need to say, Miss Nikki?
Thank you, everybody, for listening to these. Dez's brother, Deb, Justin, Chris, Rob. Am I missing anybody?
I think you got everybody.
Sweet.
Shout out to everybody in the chat.
Yes, thank you, Des, for being on the show with us. It was amazing. For the first time talking to you on the phone.
I know it is, isn't it? That's weird. Yes. Thank you guys so much. And if I could plug it real quick, don't forget the lounge returns November 9th. Me and Anissa will be back on the air. And I'm so excited because I've missed everybody.
So Des doesn't know what to do with her Wednesday night.
Yeah, I bet you've been going bananas. And Rob wants to make sure, so we all agree the original Halloween is the best.
Yes, we are all in agreement, I believe.
Yeah.
Sorry, Rob Zombie, if you're listening, which I know you're not.
Love you, Rob, but, sorry. And thank you, Rob. Yeah, Rob said, great show. Brooke, Nikki, and DMireluv, great show. Thank you, Rob, and thank you for everybody for listening, like Nikki said. And I guess that's it.
Yes, thank you, guys.
What do you think, Nikki? Anything else we need to mention or say or whatever?
Run down the shows real quick.
Yes, tomorrow night will be The Walking Dead. Tomorrow morning will be Why the Blues with David. Help me out. Wednesday, David will fill in for DMireluv for the jazz, and Lisa Wednesday morning. Thursday will be Lisa with Hair Mania, and then Nikki and I are going to take a couple weeks off. So
Friday morning night.
Friday morning is Freaks in the Basement with Chris, and then I believe Patrick will be Friday evening with comic books. I'm trying to remember. My brain is slowly shutting down now. And Saturday is the Jam with Ike and Lisa, and then Sunday is Rockin' the Night with myself and Patrick. And then we should be on a normal schedule next week.
Correct.
So, but cool. Yeah, Nikki and I are going to take a couple weeks off, give ourselves a break. This is technically our 12th episode. So, yeah.
Oh, congratulations, ladies.
Well, thank you.
Thank you very much.
So, So, anyways, I want to say one more time, you guys, thank you so much for joining us. It means the world to us on our Halloween special. You guys are awesome. Des, thank you very, very much again for joining us. I had a ball. And now you can stop with the debate. We did the debate. Because I know you've been itching to do this since we started talking about this. So now I bet you feel better.
Sure.
You got it out.
I got it off my chest.
Yeah. Nikki, once again, thank you for everything. I love you. Thank you for being my right-hand man. You mean the world to me. So thank you for everything.
Of course.
I love you bunches. And good night,
Love
ladies.
you.
Good night, ladies, and good night, everybody. You guys are so wonderful.
Good night, thank you.
And once again, happy
Bye-bye.
Halloween. Did I beat you to it?
What did you say?
I said happy Halloween.
Oh, happy Halloween, everybody.
All right, guys. Good night. And hey, by the way, you guys are going to be listening to the Monster Mash. Personal request from Nikki, so blame her.
I did it.
All right, guys. Good night, guys, and thank you again.
When my eyes beheld an eerie sight, for my monster from his slab began to rise, and suddenly, to my surprise,
he did the mash.
He did the monster mash.
The monster mash.
It was a graveyard smash.
He did the mash.
It caught on in a flash.
He did the mash.
He did the monster mash. From my laboratory in the castle east to the master bedroom where the vampires feast. The ghouls all came from their humble abodes to get a jolt from my electrode.
They did the mash.
They did the monster mash.
The monster mash.
It was a graveyard smash.
Make it a mash.